Hey guys, this is Kim and I'm back with a episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast. You're shaking it, don't knock it down.
One purchase equals 1,000 V-Bucks for me. Okay, one purchase equals 1,000 V-Bucks for me, which is $10.
Okay.
Bye.
Alright.
Waka waka chaka waka waka chaka waka waka chaka waka waka chaka chaka.
Okay. Alright, so I am Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I'm going to be your host for this episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast. You guys know they call me that because I am all over the place when it comes to my crafting. I'm into all kinds of things, and I'm going to share with you some of those things I've been making. What he was talking about is that I promised him that if I sold a bag, I would give him some V-Bucks. If you have a kid that plays Fortnite, you already know what that is, so I'm not even gonna. And if you don't, it doesn't even matter. But anyway, let me start out by saying that you can find me on Instagram as Kim the Crafty Nomad. You can find me on Ravelry as Pettis Kim Knits. Go on over there and friend me. I also have a Facebook group for this podcast called the Crafty Nomad Podcast Group. So please come over there and join me there. And what else? I have an Etsy shop, which we'll talk about today. I will link that down below. That's been the vast majority of my crafting, but I do have some crochet to share with you, a little progress and a new start. So I'm also going to share with you a new magazine that I just got in the mail, and there are some people in it that you will already be familiar with, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so last time we spoke, I was working on the dinosaur, and I wanted to show you how far I have managed to get on him. And when you last saw me, I think I was right around here somewhere. So, see, he's getting fairly tall. Actually, this is done. The body, I believe I might be done with the body. I still have to put more stuffing in because it's not really stuffed. Like, it's stuffed up to about here. But I'm ready to move on to the head. And, I still got to, like, kind of try to smooth it out a little bit. And, yeah. So, you guys know this is made out of Craft Smart yarn in the colorway lime. And so I will be moving on to working on the head very, very soon. I did not work on my squirrel hat because I've been sewing, but I found out through Facebook that my little cousin, she would be like, her mother is my first cousin, and she's having her second baby. It's gonna be a girl, and I had this Bernat blanket yarn on hand, so I started a baby blanket. And this is I got this from Mikey over at the Crochet Crowd. It's very, very, very simple stitch, but he did a tutorial. I think it's called the Gap Space blanket. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go around and put a single crochet board on it once it's done. But so it's gonna be a fairly decent size baby blanket, and this Bernat is so soft. And actually, that's exactly what I ordered. 2 more balls of this colorway, which is called Sailor's Delight, I think. So that's what I'm working on. I did that a little bit this morning. And those have been the only 2 crochet projects that I have worked on from Thanksgiving Day until now. And then everything else that I have done has been sewing. But first, I want to show you this magazine I got in the mail. I forgot I actually ordered this. But it is called Happily Hooked. And that's the front of it. And so you can see some of the projects there. But I think this must have come up on a Facebook feed, and I just was feeling a little generous and wanting to have a new magazine, and I grabbed it. And I'm not sure if I'm only getting this one or if I signed up for a a subscription. But there are a couple people in here that you will know if you follow. Okay, at least there are some people here that I know. The first person was, I thought it was, dun, 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 where is it at? Yes, page 34. You all are gonna know this person. This is Amigurumi. And oh yeah, okay. And this magazine actually has some really good patterns. I just can't remember how much I paid for it. And but it's basically just a magazine full of patterns. There are no other articles, it's just patterns. The other designer that I recognize from in here, and you guys might recognize more if you look at it, but I recognized one more designer in here, and her design is on the last page of the last pattern in here, and it is for, actually she got the cover. So that's the cover, and this is called the Canary Island Shawl, and it is by Tony Lipsy. In the last probably 6 months, went full time in her business. And so she is, paying for her life from her craft, which is like a dream that my mind can't even like conceive of being able to, take care of my family on my crafting. I hope to build it up enough to where it'll be a really great supplemental income when I retire, which is, a few years down the line, so I have time. But anyway, I thought this was a really good magazine. It's got quite a few patterns. Plus, if you see that, I get access to the digital copies of the past 2 issues. So that's super cool as well. So I don't know. I think it might be, it's like all patterns. Look at how cute that is. Wait, let's see. Can I show you? People go through all kind of contortions trying not to show the actual pattern. And I'm sorry if I absolutely did flash somebody's because I wasn't thinking. I was just trying to show Lacey. But I think a lot of these patterns, if you just want one of these that you see in here, I think a lot of their patterns are on Etsy or Crafty or whatever. But like, look at this. Look at this super cute hat. Super cute slouch. So anyway, I really like the magazine so far, and I don't know which. I might try that hat. I might try the Foothill Slouchy. This is by somebody named Katie Brown. Let me see if I recognize her. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep running through this book. I don't recognize her. Oh. They don't say anything about her website or anything, but anyway, that is a really good magazine, so I wanted to share that. And then so I showed you my crochet, so now I'm gonna go on to talk to you about my shop update, which is actually live. So let me show you the bags that are currently in the shop. So the first bag I wanted to show you is this one, these pretty geisha girls. And these are what I call my medium-sized bag. This is great for a hat project. You can see it has the gusset on the bottom. This one is just, I think, lined with plain white, and we have a black zipper on there. And they will all have straps. I don't have the straps on them yet. I went ahead and listed them without it, but I'll be making the straps, matching fabric straps. But they're all ready to receive a strap with like a little D-ring. So that's the first one. Then I think I showed you guys this one before. It's but it is in the shop right now with the Merry Christmas lining, gingerbread houses. All these are the same size. All have a gusset. Then I have this one. I call this the funky chicken bag. And it's very cute. And it's a white lining, but I don't know if you can see it. It is a print. It's like just a white on white print with like almost looks like bubbles. I have one of these up ready to ship, the Merry Grinchmas with the Merry Christmas lining, but I also have another one that's a pre-order that I can make if anybody wants it, but only I do have one ready to ship, sans strap, which will take a minute. Then I have the cupcake bag, and has a turquoise, color coordinated turquoise lining, as well as a turquoise zipper. Okay, so this one is spoken for, but this is a Curvy Girl bag. Actually, this was already sold. But, and I don't have any more of this brown one, but I do have, or I should say lavender background. I don't have any more of that one, but I'll show you what I do have in a minute. But that one is sold. Then I have this Alice in Wonderland print, and it just has a paisley lining, the yellow zipper. And then I have this Curvy Girl print with the white background, and I have this one up ready to ship with 2 additional pre-orders ready to go. The lining will be different on the pre-orders, maybe, but that's the lining that's in this one. Also, the zipper will be different in the pre-order. So that's that one. Super cute. And finally, you guys saw this one. The laundry line socks with the chartreuse or lime green zipper. And the watch print lining. So those are the bags that are in the shop. I think I have one more one to show you guys. Okay, let me just grab it. Okay, sorry for shaking the camera. But that's all that's in the shop update. I made this bag too, but I decided that it's not going to go in the shop because it's going to be a part of the Kim Simber, hashtag Kim Simber celebration starting on December 1st, where I will be doing weekly giveaways. And yeah, I don't know what else I'm going to be doing. I might imitate Terry over there at the Yarn Joy podcast and she did a whole series this month because it was her birthday month. And she shared all these different things about herself. Like one episode was about her favorite crochet tools. One episode was about how she got into crochet and that kind of thing. So I might do exactly what she did, but add in weekly giveaways. And so one of them, I don't know which week, but this will be one of the bags given away. This is the last bit of this fabric that I have. It has a red zipper and it also has that polka dot white on white print. Not even polka dot, it's almost like bubbles. But anyway, this is gonna be one of the prizes for hashtag Kim Simber. So come along, you're gonna need to be a subscriber. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below this video, and also the notification bell, so you will get a notification every time I upload a video. So I think that's going to be it. And that's going to be all for today's episode. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for all my new subscribers. When I looked earlier today, I was up to 438. I'm so excited to be inching toward 450. And I will be doing another giveaway when I get to 500. And I wonder if I could possibly get to 500.
I'm about to get tired. I'm almost tier 100.
So I'm not even sure, but it would be really cool for me to get there before the end of the year. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. That is going to be all. And I will be back again with another video to show you more progress. And I do have more bags cut. So there will probably be more bags added over the next week or so into the shop. I have some bigger sizes that I cut. So I'm going to get those made and in the shop soon. I also have some that I cut, but they're already spoken for, so I didn't even show them here. Anyway, that is it. And I will talk to you guys soon on the next episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast. Thanks for joining me. And in the meantime, keep it crafty. Hey guys, I just wanted to come back in and mention 2 things. If you ever, or maybe 3 things. If you ever bought a bag from me, I used to use a much stiffer interfacing. All of these bags are interfaced, but I used a really lightweight one, so it's much more squishy and you can push it into another bag and not ruin it or whatever. So I did use a much softer, lighter interfacing on these bags, but they are interfaced. The second thing is, I realized when I watched this video that I did show Lacey's pattern, so I'm gonna cut that part out. So it might be some weirdness going on somewhere around when I'm showing the magazine, but it's just because I'm gonna edit out the part where her pattern does get shown, and I just don't want to do that to anybody. And last thing is, I forgot to say that there's a 10% off sale going on in my shop. So all project bags are 10, well, the most of them. There's a few that are not. I might go back in and add those, but everything in the project bag section of the store is 10% off from starting today until I believe next Friday. So go on over there and catch a deal. Okay, that's it for real this time. Bye.